Hey y'all, we just finished up week 3 of lecture, so I was going to fill you in on the cool stuff the Lord's doing here in Maui. We had Ben and Noah come. He spoke on the Father Heart of God. I told you in my last blog that I was really nervous about this week because I feel like it would have been like really touchy, and a lot of people told me that at home before I came, a lot of YWAMers. So going in, was, I guess, not intimidated, but just like expecting. And so it became a frustrating week for me because I wasn't hearing from the Lord. And so I just got more and more frustrated. And the Lord just keeps telling me, like, just wait, just listen. Um, and so I was feeling like a telephone cut off from the receiver. Like I just wasn't hearing it. It was getting frustrated. And so on Friday, Ben passes this letter out, and it's a letter from God, like a love letter from your daddy from God. And you would probably Google and find it. It's so awesome. You should. Anyway, and so it just has all these verses of, and it's written like a letter, but at the end of each sentence it has the verse that is that sentence. And anyways, so it just was about God's like crazy love for you, and it was things that I knew. Like, I definitely feel like I've been engulfed in the Lord's love. The intimacy factor, it is what I've been missing out on, I believe. But throughout the week, in this frustration, like, I didn't understand that it was the intimacy that I was missing. So anyway, I'm just gonna read it from my journal so that I don't skip over anything, because I want you to hear this crazy fullness. Anyway, so there's way more verses than this, but it's just like, and I'm not going to say them all because it's going to get too long, but it was just verses that, like, he knows everything about me, even every hair on my head. He, like, is the complete expression of love. Like, he meets all of my needs. He never stops doing good for me. He comforts me in everything, in all of my needs. He gave everything so that I would love him. He gave his son on the cross to have unity with me. And so in Romans 8, yeah, that's where he gave everything. Anyway, so as I read this letter, I just have like this big like knock on my brain, and it's just like, hello, Natalie, do you get it now? I was just floored that, like, it was everything, all complete expression, all of my needs, like comfort in all things. Like, I gave everything. Like, nothing about it was almost or kind of or, a fraction. It was all whole and absolute and just full, just so full. And so from that, I don't think that's quite where the intimacy came in for me. I still was a little confused. I felt more of God's love, but I still was a little confused. And so I just, like, challenged myself, like, in my thinking, like, well, am I absolute as a Christian, And so all week long I've been praying about, like, things like, should I sell my car at home because I'm still short on support here. I still need money. Should, like, I come back for another school after this? Do I staff maybe in the future, And so I've been praying for these things, and so on Friday morning at worship, I'm, just sitting, just worshiping, and like all these things start flowing into my head, and I'm just like leave worship just floored, like at how much the Lord, like, was holding back all week long from me. Like, he was just like, listen, just wait and listen. And then on Friday, he just like downloaded it all, and I understand, like, in that waiting period was so important for me to learn, like, God's timing in it, I think. So, like, the frustration is totally gone now. But anyway, and so I was questioning myself, like, am I a complete, like, wholehearted Christian, or am I kind of almost? And so I feel like as a Christian, I'm almost. Like, I've definitely poured a lot out and sacrificed a lot to be here on DTS, but I haven't sacrificed all of it. I haven't sacrificed every relationship I could have. I haven't sold my car, for instance. Like, the car was a big thing for me because leaving it at home, like, there's a reserve, there's a plan B. Like, if I go home, I can just have a car. Like, I can get a new job really easy because I can drive there. You know, like, I can do whatever I need, and I have $8,000 in a car sitting there, you know? So it was this fact that I had a reserve waiting for me at home. And so I was so convicted that I wasn't like wholehearted, like all in. And so as God's downloading this, He is answering my prayers, you know, like, yeah, like, I need to sell my car. Like, and it's not so much of the financial part of it. Like, yeah, that's a factor, like, and that's definitely important, but it's more about like letting Him take care of my needs in the time. And I don't need that car right now because I'm coming back for another school after this one, and maybe even staff after that. I don't know. And so anyway, so God answered my prayer to sell my car and to be wholehearted as a Christian, not almost. And so whenever I laid those rights down to the Lord, my right to own a car, my right to have whatever relationship I please, my right to fear man, that was a strange one for me. I didn't really understand, but like, it's just everyday things you don't even think about that are rights to you or that you even do. Like thinking, like fearing what your family might think, fearing what my coworkers might have thought, like, you know, just things like that that like put so much burden on your heart and you just don't get it. And anyway, and so all of these things come apparent to me now, and so I give them all up. And and anyways, so I think like closing out the whole week. Hi, Dan. I'm doing my video blog, so I'm going to talk to my computer.
Okay.
You can say hi now because you're going to be on the video. This is Daniel.
Hello, y'all. My name is Daniel, and I'm from Texas.
No, he's
It's been
not.
good seeing y'all.
Yo, Daniel's awesome. He's on staff here. Anyway, so to close it all out, like Romans 12:1, I think was my sum it up verse, and it was just all about like, this is what it says: to lay down your whole life and your body and everything in worship to the Lord. So, like, I just was really encouraged by it. And so anyway, to close it all out, like, spiritual authority is more important than your actual faith and your faith in your words and your actions. Like, to give God that spiritual authority, like to lay those rights down and say, God, I don't want them. Like, you as my father, like, take care of them. You know, I had spoke previously about like giving authority to your earthly parent and how Jesus did that, and even when he was 33, he was still crying to his dad for help. Like, just as we do that with our earthly mothers and fathers, like God, our Father in heaven, like, He wants to do that for you. And so when you give Him that spiritual authority and when you lay down your rights, like, that's what happened this week. Like, I laid my rights down, and then like, there's so much freedom, my friends, so much freedom. So I could keep talking for an hour about this week, but you wouldn't want to watch it, so I'm going to stop here. But next week we start a new topic. It's hearing God's voice. I think it's going to be awesome to follow up with what I've been learning. And so Taylor and his wife Julia are here from Kona to speak, and I'm super pumped. It's going to be awesome, and I'll fill you in more next week. Thanks for watching. Oh, if you would like, I would love for you to leave a comment with your email address, and so that I can send you more stuff, what's going on. Anyway, thank you. Bye.